Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a smothered wet burrito. Now, I know what you're going to say. What the heck is a wet burrito? How's that different from a regular burrito? The answer lies in how you eat it. So, regular burrito is so you eat with your hands. A wet burrito is treated more of a casserole. You use a fork and a knife, kind of like you do with Chicago style pizza. This is a great dinner option, and I'm looking forward to showing you how to do it.
Alright, let's take a look at our ingredients. I have about a pound, a little bit over a pound of ground beef. We have some garlic paste, can of green chilies, a can of tomato sauce, some no bean chili, can of enchilada sauce, can of refried beans. We also have our cheeses. I'm using cheddar and pepper jack, but you can use whatever you'd like. Got about a teaspoon of cumin, obviously our burritos, about a half a cup of diced onions, 2 cups of shredded lettuce, and some salt and pepper. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to combine our ground beef and onion. We're going to just get the meat nice and browned and the onions nice and softened. In goes our onions. Okay, so now we have drained all the excess grease from the pan. To it now, we're going to add just a couple of teaspoons of garlic paste. Just about out, unfortunately. There we go. Followed by our cumin. And our salt and pepper. Give that a mix. Finally, we're going to go in with our green chilies. And our refried beans. And we're just going to incorporate that into our meat mixture. Okay, so we've killed the heat on our meat mixture. And the next thing we're going to address is our sauce. So to a saucepan, we're going to add our tomato sauce. Along with our no bean chili. And finally our enchilada sauce. And all we're going to do now is just whisk that together. And heat that over medium heat. Once heated, we're going to kill the heat. And you want to make sure that your oven is preheated to 400 degrees at this point. Okay, so now we're going to assemble our burrito. We're going to start by taking a portion of our meat mixture. Next thing we're going to do is add a layer of our cheese. And some of our lettuce. Now you don't have to do this, but I kind of like the idea of having lettuce baked into the burrito. But you do you. Next thing we're going to do is wrap everything up. So we're just going to... Okay, so we have transferred our burritos to a greased casserole dishes too. This recipe makes 6 burritos. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our enchilada sauce and cover all every burrito. And then lastly, going to add another layer of cheese. And now to throw these in our preheated 400-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so we've taken our burritos out of the oven after about 15 minutes, and we're just going to let it sit, let it cool for a bit, and then we will plate and dig in. And there we have it, our smothered wet burrito. And use whatever toppings you want. I've gone with some guacamole, some more shredded lettuce, some tomatoes, some sour cream, but do whatever you want. This is a wet burrito.